as St. Martin, our people, we have to work together, you know. So moving forward,
You just need to get back to basics, and from there you could see everything.
Do not settle for less in life. And entrepreneurship is the best way to go. Working for yourself, 2 thumbs up. A pleasant good afternoon to the friendly island of St. Martin. How you doing? And good morning, good evening to the rest of the family all around the world. Welcome to your program, Strictly Business, on SOS Radio 95.9 FM with your host, Brian Barry, alongside your co-host, Mr. Julian Rolox Jr. Call up a friend, call up a family member, tell them to tune into SOS Radio 95.9 right now, because the boys are ready to get started with another great and interesting program for today. Before we get started, we're going to shout out to all our great sponsors. We have the St. Martin International Guest House. If you're coming to the island, you're looking for a great spot, great place, great price, give them a call at 588-1216. That is the St. Martin International Guest House. Give them a call today at 588-1216. Then if you're thinking movies, think the Video Block in French Quarter, the Video Block for all your movies and entertainment needs. Get your movies on USB, on DVD. And remember, we have a Tutty deal. If you want more information about the Tutty amazing deal from the Video Block, give me a WhatsApp at 553-0071 and say, Big B, what's the deal? Then we have the Aki Supermarket for all your grocery shopping needs. Go and visit the Aki Supermarket today. And we also have the Belia Community, the Fitness Center, the Belia Fitness Center right there in Cahill, across from the St. Martin Medical Center. If you want to go work out, you want to get your abs, you get your biceps, everything going on, visit the Belia Center today. Also, the Belia Center, they're going to have an open house, my brother. Our open house is coming up this Saturday. If you want to go there, come with your family. They're going to have an open house. They have some new equipment. They did some remodeling with the gym. Very, very nice. They have a swimming pool area, everything. And they have an open house for every single person to come and visit and see what's going on. Of course, on that particular day, this Saturday coming, they're going to have special prices. So, you know, you want to get signed up. We all said, you know, January 1st, I'm going to the gym. And now we're in August, and you haven't stepped into the gym. Listen, it's your opportunity to go and visit the Bel Air Fitness Center right there in Cahill. Then we also have the Fat Boys Kitchen. Jimmy's is back open, so get your delicious Johnny cake, your jerk chicken, your rice and peas. Go and visit the Fat Boys Kitchen right there on the Pondville. And also, you know, we have jerkies right next to Aki Supermarket again for all your delicious tasting food. Then we also have GEBE, our water and electricity company. We're so happy to hear that GB is back on board, and GB is always there for the community. GB, we thank you for the water, we thank you for the light, and I know they were working on all the issues that they have, so we should have smooth running right now. So thank you so much, GB. Brother Rolox, how you doing?
Hey B, what's up, man? St. Martin, how you doing? Good morning, good evening, and say good night. Back again, won't stop, you can't stop, you know. As you say, Bel Air Fitness Center. You're gonna have somebody coming here on Wednesday by us, you know, to explain us exactly what all they have on the 26th, right? The 26th of
this Saturday,
the 6th of August. They're gonna have the open house down there, right there, and from right across from our medical center in St. Martin. So guys,
and they got some great equipment.
Yeah, they got some great equipment. I just work out there in the morning, so they have great equipment. So guys, make sure you come Saturday so you know exactly what's going on. You can even come with your kids.
That's
you
right.
know, because they're gonna have bouncers and whatever, and they're gonna have people out there looking out and checking the kids.
They're also going to be doing, I think, free blood testing.
Yeah,
pressure and stuff on that day.
That day, so it's very important because we have to check our blood pressure, you know, because we get younger, Brian, so you know we gotta check our blood pressure, you know.
Yes, sir.
Be back to school.
Yep. The first week in the books.
First week in the books. Last week, basically Thursday was the first day, you know. So how was it the first day with your son, man? How was the first day with him?
Well, you know, for the youths going to school, every day it was okay.
Yeah.
What you do today? Nothing much.
Nothing much.
You like your new class, your teachers? Yeah, it's
yeah, they are right.
You know what I mean? But this week for my son, they had a few activities. You know, they were outing, they went into town, Phillipsburg. They had a late treasure hunting and stuff. Yeah. So they had a nice, I think, bonding time with the new classmates.
Yeah, basically this week, they're gonna go down. You know, they're gonna start really doing you know, the school work and whatever. You know, I seen in the papers, guys, there was a lot of giving out books, giving out bags. We ourselves did a lot. You know, we had got stuff, we giving out people. So we appreciate that, and I really truly hope, you know, all the kids went to school, you know, fully equipped, you know, and they're ready for a new school year. You know, we as parents also, we have to look at our kids, you know, discipline them, you know, like, you know, Brian, you know it is in the morning. You know, when you finish school, right, and you start working and you get a family or whatever, it's like you're back to school again because you have to get up early in the morning, you know, fix up everybody to go to school, they head out there. Bring your kids to school, you know, when they come back in the afternoon, ask them how was school, see what their homework is, see what they have to do, you know what I'm saying? So that's another job, you know, until when they're about 18 or even more, because sometimes, you know, they go to college, you still have to take care of them, they call you, boy, daddy, you need a change here because they ain't got the money or whatever. So, you know, we got to take care of our kids, guys, take care of our kids. Another thing, Brian, we really have to look at is education is getting very expensive now. Yeah, it's getting expensive. So we have to put in our people that we gotta start saving for our young ones.
It's like every year the school fee goes up.
Every year the school fee goes up, you know, and they got something they call a scholarship, but it's not everybody can or will get their scholarship. You know, if you save, for example, if you save for your son, from the day my son was born, I started to save. I opened a savings account, even if it's $50, $100, right? He's a young one, okay? You save every month, put your discipline, you save for that little young one. You can afford, let's say for example, $50, okay? $50 a month times 12 is $600. After 18 years, it's $10,800 basically. You have on the account of that little one. You know, he's 18, he's ready to go. Maybe it's not all the money he needs, but
it's a foundation.
It's a foundation.
Yeah.
You know, if you put 100, you double that, that's $21,600. You know, when he's 18 years old or when she is 18 years old, so she can go to a decent college for starters, you know, because it's getting expensive. And 10 years from now, $20,000 is still money. Okay, so we have to start saving for our kids. We have to start taking care. Go every month to the bank and put that money in the account.
That's right.
For that
well
young
said.
one.
Well said.
You know.
Yeah.
So we have to start doing that. That's very important. And Brian, what would you advise for parents to do with their kids now that school is start? What all is in the works? What all do you think we can advise?
Well, most importantly for me is getting them mentally focused.
Yeah.
Mentally focused, dealing with cyberbullying and also school bullying.
Yeah. Bullying other kids also.
Yeah.
Not to bully other kids.
Getting them the right mindset of which characters to look out for.
Yeah.
You know, who to stay away from. You know, make sure you have a good relationship with your teacher.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
your head teacher as well.
And make sure your son or your daughter sleeps early. Make sure he sleeps early. That's very important.
Well,
you know?
sometimes with the children, it doesn't matter what time they go to sleep. You know,
Yeah.
meaning to say, your child could go sleep at 7, 8, but yet still, whose job is this to wake them up? Trust me, mommy. You know.
Yeah. No, but I'm
Give
saying
them an
they
alarm
still
clock,
need
they waking up.
the 8 hours of sleep minimum. They really do need it because, you know, back when I used to go to school, sometimes when you sleep late, bro, you get up in the morning, you go to school, you can't focus good, you know. You know, you can't really focus because you're tired, you feel draggy, you know. But if you sleep early, and especially my son like to stay up, watch TV, run around, I gotta put him to bed to sleep, you know, because he gotta sleep when he gets up in the morning. Even when he sleep 8 o'clock, he get up, he say, boy, you want to sleep a little more, you know. So you gotta put him to sleep. That discipline also is a sort of
the 8
discipline.
hours is important.
And
what's very important too, like you said there though, is early morning breakfast. That
yes,
to function in school.
Indeed.
Early morning to get that breakfast.
You know, early morning breakfast.
So you can get all the sleep you need.
Yeah.
When you're hungry, you can't concentrate.
You know what we just do? I just in the evening I just put the bread and whatever.
Already set it up.
Already set. You know, in the morning the shirt,
good to go.
Gym stuff, everything. You get up and you're gone because before 7:30 he has to be in school. You know, you can't afford for your son to go to school late. You know, so pick up your kids early. Well, not early, on time. You know, don't leave them stand up there, and the school teachers have to stay there and wait for you to come pick them up. You know, so that also is very important. Again, we're gonna talk about universities. You know your child, you know your kid. When he comes to a certain age, you have to know, you have to basically see if he's ready to go away, or if you want him to stay here. And there's local, we have a university in St. Martin, we have a university in Curacao, in Aruba. Why do I say Curacao and Aruba? Because they're close. They're close to St. Martin. If anything happens, you can go there one time. And as we've seen, a lot of kids start to go study in the region because when the year go by, the number to Holland is coming down. It's coming down. This year was about 80 something students went to Holland. So that also is something we have to look into. Also, Brian, as I always tell you, I always read the papers. Every single day I read the papers.
Yeah.
It's important for us to read papers every day. In the morning, if you listen to SOS Radio, Billy D goes through all the headlines. So even if you don't read it, you hear the headlines.
Right.
Make sure get your newspaper so you know what is going on in St. Martin, what's going on in your country. Because people open the big mouth, talk certain things, and you just wonder what they're talking about. Because they even read the paper, they even read what the minister say, they even read what's going on. Okay? Or they're going to say, yeah, the minister always got big plans, but she has plans, that is good. Because you need to have a plan for you need to have goals.
Something to execute.
Yeah. Because if you don't have plans, you're going to complain anyhow. But anyway, let me go through some of the plans our Minister of Education has for the new school year. Okay, the headline say Education Minister has big plans for the new school year. After reading this, Brian, I realized that what is not really trend, what is very in now worldwide is innovate like technology in school. I really see that she really focused on that. Maybe you could take the first line there. This is the first line. You must know what's going on here.
Let's start from the top.
Yeah.
The Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sports Affairs, Sylveria Jacobs, wants to accomplish several things in the upcoming academic year. Her plans include introducing certain innovations into the public school system. These innovations include the iStep program, which is aimed at using technology to enhance teaching and learning. A Dutch stream in Group 1, K1, at 2 public schools to satisfy parents' requests, and the Education Care Center, the ECC, at Charles Leopard Bell School in Colby to address the needs of students with behavioral challenges. The latter is to ensure that children with behavioral challenges can be reintegrated into the regular school setting and be the best that they can be.
So what we can conclude from there, okay? So I think she wants to work on technology. She has a program that they call the iStep that she wants to come with. And a specific school at Charles Leopard Bell School in Colby to address the needs of students with behavioral challenges. Okay, so that's a challenge. The minister also hopes to introduce extended school hours as well after school programs aimed to making better use of school day and offering more children the opportunity to develop their skills and talents during the afternoon school. That is very, very important. Okay, afternoon schools. Sometimes you get a feeling some of the afternoon school is just the children just running playing around. So now she is saying she wants to focus on that. That they can improve their skills and talents. That's one thing I really, really miss here in St. Martin. I have to say it to the minister because it's sports. Your son is in sports. What is your feedback?
Soccer. He likes football. Soccer, yeah.
What is your feedback? You think it's up to T? You think it can be improved?
Well, sometimes you don't even leave it for the schools itself. There's different foundations out there that are doing after-school programs. Right there by the Raoul Village Sports Complex.
My son is going there also.
Yeah, there's great programs there with different organizations that you can get your child involved with. Whether it's soccer, football, whatever they want to do.
Well, I believe they have to focus more on sports, including soccer.
And the reason why too, it disciplines the child. Huh?
Indeed, it disciplines them. It disciplines the child. What time to be there, what time to leave. Why is saying that? What we can do is something out of the air. We can come like baseball clinics. You get a professional. Maybe you don't have to be from the majors, but a AAA player come to St. Martin, get the kids. Give them a clinic. They can feel good. Promote the sport more, baseball, football, whatever sport it is, you know, try to promote it more here in St. Martin to get more of the kids to come out and play take part into the sports over here. You know what I'm saying? This academic year, the minister also wanted to continue working towards the improvement of the quality of education with a focus on teaching and learning and working with school boards and other stakeholders to find solutions to challenges being faced in an effort to maximize best practices and create an atmosphere of striving for excellence and equity in all schools. Okay? So she wants to work towards improvement of the quality of the education. So that's really good also. Okay. Also, more students are studying in the region, like we just said, Brian. More students are studying in the region. They prefer Curacao, St. Martin, Aruba, or South America than Holland. Okay. Which will yield a higher return on professionals to the island. Indeed, there are also more support for sports and the arts at ground level, as well as the preparation for national level, and some support at territory level for talented artists and athletes through all talent scholarships and academic study financing. Okay, so that is something too that's going to be issued.
You ever ask yourself, bro, why we don't implement? I mean, they're doing scholarships and whatnot, but why they don't really focus on going out there and educating the children? Listen, we need teachers. We need more teachers. You know, we're looking for students in particular schools that want to be teachers, whether it's maths, English, Dutch, Spanish, you know, and we're going to give you a scholarship for that.
Yeah,
because one of the major issues we have here in St. Martin is lack of teachers. And because there's lack of teachers, the classrooms that have the teachers are going to be more filled with a lot more students.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's where learning becomes a disability. Because if the classrooms have too much children, one teacher, or maybe the teacher don't have a teacher's aide, they can't focus on educating and helping everybody.
Yeah.
And that's why when you have some behavioral children, they quickly to get them out of the class because you know, it's a distraction for the others. You know, so if they have smaller classrooms, meaning lesser students, then they can have a better aspect and overview of educating your child.
Yeah.
That's one of our big issues. We lack in teachers. There's no focus on getting more teachers to come here, because even if they have not much classrooms, they could split up the schedule in such a way that this teacher this hour, this teacher that hour, because they have a lot more teachers. But not having that, hey, one teacher teaching 25, 30 children, it's impossible.
It's maybe get an assistant.
Yeah, they need it. So that's why sometimes too, you see a child can't keep up with the rest of the class, because some are brighter than others. That's a fact.
Yeah.
And if your child needs to sit up front, but they are on the back,
maybe not brighter. You could say maybe.
No, but some are,
you know?
Listen, in fact, some are brighter than others, because you have small children that they're very intelligent. Very intelligent. You understand? You have children 6, 7, 8. They know they go in the shop. I give you 20. How much change I gotta get back? And there's some now 12, 13, 14 that don't know that yet. You know?
Yeah.
When it comes to maths, they give you the money and how much change you give me back? They just put it in their hand.
That's another thing too. There's some students can't see that. Like they're more in learning, but when it comes to summon and math, you know.
Yeah, because the teacher doesn't have the time to teach them really the important stuff they're gonna need out there in society. Teaching them a whole bunch of history about this and about that, and sometimes not even about St. Martin history. You know, the curriculum.
They teach them about Dutch history.
Yeah, listen, the curriculum at times you're going to school, you just wonder, I mean, you as a child, you don't know if you're going to need it in the future or not, so you're just trying to learn everything that's possible. Yeah. But when you grow like me and you say, boy, the time I waste in school studying that, and the time I waste studying this, they should have better taught me X, Y, Z, you understand?
Yeah, indeed. That's another thing.
It's not happening.
What we're teaching our kids also in school, you know what I'm saying? Like history. That's
it becomes, school has become such like a pastime.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Your mother and your father happy, they know you're going to be in school for X amount of hours, and they know you're coming home at certain time, and then when you come home, they're even home because they're working, and they're expecting and hoping that you're going to do your homework, you're going to do this, you're going to do that.
When you talk about the history just now, you make me think on something. When I grew up now, 30 years old now, and when I look back, you know, now you just be reading stuff, looking at articles, history, Malcolm X, JFK,
Mhm.
you know, all these fellas, you know, JFK,
Marcus Garvey,
all of them,
right.
Martin Luther King,
Uh-huh.
you know. When I used to go to school, Brian, I never learned about these people. They never give us history on these people, and these people are people that is history that make impact worldwide.
Right, correct. Not only in the US,
States.
correct.
Worldwide
Correct.
they made an impact.
Yeah.
So, but I learned about the Dutch. It's not because I think because we're a Dutch country, they only teach us about the Dutch pirates and whatever. That's what I learned about. That's all I got in school, you know.
Yeah.
So
But
I
then,
still believe.
but then, bro, that's why we just fall short, and you see that's why a lot of people just complain. Where is the lack of leadership?
Yeah.
Whereas,
Yeah.
okay, we know it's a fact we still colonize. We know we're under the Dutch kingdom, whatnot. But you seeing your people falling astray, going astray, boys on the blocks, girls doing this, X, Y, Z, getting pregnant, whatnot. Listen, our country is falling, it's failing. Forget about whoever colonizers or whatnot. Here on St. Martin, Dutch and French, this has to be done for us to bring back up the society.
Yeah.
We know it takes a village to raise a child. We know that, grew up hearing that, but yet still we leaving that pass by. Why? Because we're following American system and we're following whatever system. Don't beat your child, don't do this. And then we're seeing the what society is bringing forward for us. That's why we're going to be forever going in circles. We're going to be ever failing because there's only a handful people who decide, listen here, I don't care what's going on in America. I don't care what they say, but I'm going to train my child this way because that's how my mother and father brought me up.
Yeah.
And it's going well. So we need that leadership to take charge.
Take charge because look, also
Implement.
there's another point important here. I see the minister also parental involvement is also an all-time
Huge.
low and must
But
be
it
increased.
must be low, bro.
You
2,
know?
3 jobs, 2, 3,
You know?
4 jobs.
So
Rent high.
the minister is saying it is very low here in St. Martin. You know.
How are they going to change that?
Well, we as parents,
Yeah, but what are they going to do? Talk the talk?
you know.
Talk the talk?
Yeah.
Okay, it's easy to say we need more parental involvement. It's
Involvement,
easy to say that. Anybody can shut out there.
Yeah.
How are we going to do it?
Yeah.
What we need to cut back on, what we need to implement for this to happen. Do parents, do teachers, every child, every teacher should have the mother number, the father number. Every teacher. Not I'll send you to the principal office. I'm going to send you to, because it's always a pointing finger story.
But you know what, Brian? Let me tell you. You can be a parent. I'm going to take my example.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to say my example. My father was a businessman, still a businessman. You know, he's retiring, whatever. But when I was a young boy, he used to move around. You know, he used to be in politics. He used to move around. But anytime I was with him, he always taught me something. Every time I'm with him, he don't talk nonsense. He talks something that makes sense. You know, he explained me, look, this is how you gotta do, this is how you gotta move, this is how you gotta do, this is what's going on.
Very
when
good.
I come to St. Martin, he run around, explain me, look, this is what happened in here, this is what happened in here. You see now today, not 100%, but now I could fall on whatever is there because he taught me the ropes, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, because look, parents sometimes don't work out. But when you're with your child, when you're with your kid, you have to talk to him,
Teach them something.
teach him something, teach him about life, teach him about...
You raise your child, not just the school alone.
Not just the school
Yes,
alone, like the
you raise the
minister's
child,
saying, again, she's saying parent involvement is also low. She's saying that it's low in
I see
St. Martin.
parents, and I know you got parents who say, listen here, you're going to school this year, I don't want the teachers call me for nothing. I don't want to hear no phone, you understand?
No
all they
phone.
coming for is to see a report card, that's it.
Yeah,
if they do come at all.
Yeah,
You understand?
yeah. So you gotta be involved, you know. Like sometimes even you know, you have to go to school, right?
Yeah.
You have to go to school. Sometimes it's tiring, Brian. I can't lie. Meaning, when they tell you gotta come to school 7 o'clock because they want to talk to parents, whatever. But you have to go, you know. And parents, okay, you push each other. My wife tell me, Joni, you have to go.
You have to
Go.
find time. Either you are the spouse.
She just tell me,
Yes.
I don't care what you're doing,
Yes,
no.
find
If
the
you gotta make time, 7 o'clock, make sure you be there. She gone. You know, so 7 o'clock, I have to be there.
Yeah,
B.
bro, and it
You know what I'm saying?
they shouldn't have no further discussion about that. And even with my wife,
Yeah.
I know she works and I have more flexible hours. If anything needs to be done at the school or whatnot, then she say, "Hon, this, that happening, can you make it?" And no, I'm too busy. In my head already, I'm calculating, okay, that time, okay, I need to put this aside, blah, 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 and be there.
So then she asks you, can you make it? But
no.
she telling you, you gotta be there for that
No,
time.
very important though. Very important though. Schools need to be on time when it comes to certain things and have things in order. You can have a parent come there for XYZ and then you have them wasting the time.
Yeah,
You understand? You have to be on point. You have to have yourself set up in proper, proper structure. Because if a parent taking the time out to come and do something or pick up something or find out something, we don't want to be waiting there, no waiting line. No long story. If you tell me for this particular class, be there 1 o'clock, or there 1 o'clock. Not 1:30, I still waiting. 1:45, I stay waiting. Then I end up going into where for 2 o'clock. She should tell me come 2.
Yeah.
So there's different factors. There's different factors.
Yeah. So
but indeed, the minister is right.
She's on point. She's on point. She's on point.
Yeah.
When you're a minister, boy, Brian, you will always get critics. Just know yourself for something. You will always get critics, but everybody who's
it's a hard task.
It's not easy. It's not easy. People of St. Martin being a minister. I was never a minister, but just seeing it, I know it's not easy. It's heavy portfolios. Because everything that happened is you.
People say, right, when you're doing a busy job, they got their hands full.
Yeah.
I know, being a minister, you got your hands and your head full.
When you're a minister, you leave your family. You gotta be there. That ain't no 8-hour job. That's 10, 12, 20 hours sometimes. Something happened, for example, on the dump. Okay? They call a minister that hour, and he got to get up. You know what I'm saying? So hands down, you gotta be ready to work. So these
you gotta know how to delegate.
How to delegate also, yes. But at the end of the day, boy,
Very
I think they will still call you, especially in St. Martin, we're such a small country. They're gonna still call you when it's time.
But the minister is absolutely right.
But the minister is right,
And
but I wish
getting technology in school is a plus.
And then also when you read an article, I hope a lot of us read it because it was so big in the newspaper, but I still comment it because some people that don't read the newspaper, or they can't afford to buy the newspaper.
Let them know the article was published on August 9th.
Yeah, it was published on August 9th, 2017. Okay, so if you got time, you can get that. They also so it's not easy, but the minister is trying to do her best, utmost best, and I see here also, Brian, that she is saying the money, the budget. Sometimes the budget is small, so there's certain things she want to do, but the money is just not there. You know what I'm saying? So that also is a big challenge. She also
when you hear that too, that makes me just shake my head at times, right? Because every year is this balancing budget story. We don't know the in-depth of it, right? But we just hear the
we just hear about the newspapers, whatever we see.
So if you gotta balance the budget, then you know you need so much of money for this particular.
Yeah, but sometimes there's ministry.
Because it seems like they always falling short. Correct?
Yeah.
If the Minister of Education ain't have enough money, the Minister of Romy ain't have enough money, that means the budget wasn't balanced properly. You understand what I'm saying? We 2017, 2018 coming up. I don't want to hear these same excuses because I want my roads them nice and smooth.
Yeah. Well, it was doing some patching up.
And you see all the special deals on the cars that are going on already. Buying a brand new car, you want nice roads, right? You want to mash up your car no time. But bro, we running on time.
We're running on time.
Your last words?
Yes, Martin, thank you so much. Again, kids out there, all the best for the new school year. Parents also, all the best for the new school year. Do your utmost best with your child and to make sure everything goes good so you can pass to another class.
The friendly island of St. Martin, that was our time today on Strictly Business on SOS Radio. Thank you for your continued support. And remember, life is all about choices. So be careful what you choose and who you choose because time waits on no one. Till next time, Strictly Business.